Hello everyone, this is Judith with another video. Yeah, how you doing? Say really good, right? Really good. Yeah, today we have a card. Spirit always gives me cards, right? To tell me a little bit what message needs to come through, right? And today it's about appreciation. The card says appreciation and love are identical vibrations. And I think that's a really big one. I was really, really happy when that card came out. And um, this is something that we are talking, have been talking about this already, but that's something that we cannot stress enough, right? Because sometimes we forget, or some people do not even know that the, the, the frequency of appreciation is the same as love. So when we feel appreciation, then we are in this vibration of unconditional love. And so whenever we find something that we appreciate, uh, then 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 we should stay there, right? We should hang on to that and find that vibration. Let me have a look at the picture. Yeah, with this upside down heart, and it seems that there are like two people involved that are falling into each other, right? That are connected, love in love, or it's maybe also masculine and feminine energy within yourself that are balancing out in this way. So you could see various things. And to me, it's also about giving and receiving here with those hands. And yeah, it's something that is very important. I've told this before, this story before, that my twin flame in the beginning of the journey, he was, or throughout the journey really, he was very often reminding me about being grateful. And I would rather use the word being appreciative, because it does not involve anything that we have overcome, and now we're grateful that we are in a different place, and it just involves a little bit this kind of a difficult place, the problem that has been there before, and now we're so grateful that we've overcome it. So being appreciative is more directed into the future and just positive. So that's why I would prefer to use that word. And I always found that so weird, right? When he talked about gratitude, and he was very often like reflecting back to me that he was grateful. And I was like, what is that? What is this? That's so, what was so weird? It felt so weird to me. And I did not understand what it was. I don't know if he understood what this was, but later, then when things fell into place, then I suddenly knew. And really, that's also the way it is. Your twin flame is one of your greatest teachers, if not the greatest teacher, right? Of course, there's your higher self, there is the divine, there are all the ascended master, angels, archangels, and high beings, gods and goddesses. Those are great teachers as well. And but your twin flame is really like showing you a lot, and also teaching you a lot, and vice versa, right? You are also teaching your twin flame lessons. And we are not doing this on purpose. We can't help doing it, right? So gratitude and appreciation, that's very big when we want to hang out in this vibration of unconditional love, right? That's where we meet our twin flame. And Spirit gave me another card, It says judge. There are light attributes. It says balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. We have this lady with a scale. And the shadow attributes are offering only destructive criticism, misusing business, legal, or criminal authority. And to me, this stands out like the shadow attributes, because how can you stay in a in in appreciation, right? And having people in your life that are like destructive, abusive, who are betraying you, lying to you, and stealing from you, whatever, right? How can you still be in this vibration? First of all, I want to read the card what's on the back. I think that's important as well. It says appreciation and love are identical vibrations. Appreciation is the vibration of alignment with who you are. Appreciation is the absence of everything that feels bad and the presence of everything that feels good. When you focus upon what you want, when you tell the story of how you want your life to be, you will come closer and closer to the vicinity of appreciation. And when you reach it, it will pull you toward all the things that you consider to be good in a very powerful way, right? So it's you begin to be appreciative, and then it goes on and on and on and on. That's why I said, like, we never want to lose that. We always want to be in that place, right? So yeah, but that's wishful thinking, right? Well, how are we going about those bullies in our lives? Because there are obviously people, when we look at them, then we lose appreciation. We lose the feeling of appreciation, right? So how are we going about it? Well, I always see it really that my energy field. So when it comes to all kinds of other people's, whether it's family members or friends or whoever, that I have like my energy that is like a bubble around me. I see it as a golden yellow bubble. It comes very much from the solar plexus, really. That's how I see it, but it's all around me, really. And you know, those people, they're pulling on your energy. They're like connected, and they're courting to your energy, and they're sometimes also entering your energy field, right? And the more you clear, the more you like upgrade your energy, the more you are in a higher vibration as well. It's also energy work, and as always, if you want to work with me, then please send me an email. You will get my offers then. I can help you exactly with all of those things and more along the journey. So those people, they're just invading your field, your energy, and we should not allow this. But not how do we do that? It's not by pushing against, but it's just by realizing that those people, they have, when we put it like this, right, the shadow attributes, those people, they have their own things going on, and this has nothing to do with you whatsoever. So that is their choice. You want to be in your bubble of appreciation and love, right? And joy and all of those things. And whenever there is someone that's pulling on your energy, then just leave. Love. I always say I lovingly leave other people to their choices, and I keep choosing love. You can write that down, right? I lovingly leave so and so to his or her choices, and I keep choosing love. And of course, you can also cut cords with Archangel Michael. And there are a lot of things that you can do on a daily basis. Maybe you want to click on the link below and get the free webinar that I've created. There is a daily energy clearing included that you can go back to on a daily basis. And then you don't have to think about those things on your own. You can just follow through with what I offer there. So yeah, and that's a way to just acknowledge that other people make other choices, right? You don't have to give your energy away to them. It's okay. And this goes for everyone. You can also go back to your childhood experiences and see who has like maybe forced you to pay attention to their issues and their things. You know, people, when we are children, and also when we are adults, but when we are children, we learn this to get distracted by other people's goals and aspirations. So, but we really want to learn to pour into self and to grow that golden bubble, right? And to grow that energy and that this safe space where we are who we truly are, right? So yeah, it is a process, but maybe this was helpful a little bit to tell you how to deal with those bullies. Let me think if there is anything else that I want to tell you in relation to this. This is all about power, right? Because those people that can make you shiver, can make you shake in your boots, right? And it's not always easy to stay focused on appreciation. In one of the last videos, I was talking about this, that I forgot what I wanted to, what was it? Yeah, that we need to focus, right? And that's really true. We need to stay focused on things that make us feel good, basically. And why do we have to stay there? Because we want to raise the frequency, we want to raise the vibration, we want to raise and then stay permanently in a higher frequency. And that's something that we need to train, right? So until we are like more stable in this, of course life is always like up and down, but we don't want to go like this, right? And there might be a certain period where this is happening, and that's all right. Yeah, maybe someday you're like on cloud 9 and then you fall down again, and that's okay, right? When we cannot stay up there in the clouds or on a very high vibration all the time. Everyone knows this, right? We all of us, we experience contrast, and that's just fine. We just want to know how we can go back up again and how we can regulate that. Yeah, and so it's very valuable without it's not like lying to yourself. You don't want to look at things and then say, oh, I'm appreciative of that, and then that's not the case, right? Of course this doesn't work, but there are always small things that we really appreciate, right? When I look at the cherry blossoms, for example, well, I appreciate that. I appreciate all the green coming out in spring and everything blooming and blossoming. That's something that gives me an uplifting feeling, and I feel uplifted, I feel joyful, and then I cultivate this a little bit, right? When I go out, I know that every flower is blooming and blossoming for me, right? Because I see this flower. So that's just the way it is, right? It's then all there for you, and you get to revel in that, and whatever it is for you, and whatever it is, it cannot be the same every day. Well, it can, but it doesn't have to be there. But there are certain aspects for us in our lives where we feel this appreciation, and that's something for us to explore and to expand. It's all about that. And sooner or later we will not we, but the universe will just add to that, right? And that's as I always say, we find our twin flame in those higher vibrations. We will not find our twin flame in being disappointed, or being like angry, or frustrated, or depressed. That's not the frequency where we find this love, right? Yeah, so that's all for today. I wish you a really beautiful day, and I see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone.